Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the Minecraft Military Force. So today we're going to be going over our recent 2021 Minecraft Military Force World War II ship contest. So let's go over the entries and we'll go over the winners at the end. Alright, so our first submission is Flower Class Corvette by Nikov. This is a British class of corvettes, specifically for anti-submarine convoy escorts. And they serve with the Royal Navy and the Royal Canadian Navy. And next up we have the guy with the squiggly W, calls himself YH. This is the Independence class carrier. It is a light carrier built for United States Navy, and there is a view of the flight deck. And then we have by Prince Eugen, also known as Back Out and Join. This is the Uss Iowa Sims class destroyer. So the Hman actually sunk during the Battle of Midway with the Yorktown, and it is a quite large scale build. I really like the renders for this. And then next up by Mr. Sister Fister, this is the Uss Fletcher. It's a Fletcher class destroyer. Then we have by Shots Will Hit You Too. This is the Uss Iowa Battleship. It's in the 1943 configuration in 2:1 scale. I really like this overview shot. Gives a nice look at all the different angles. And then next up by Laffy, this is the Uss Laffy Dd725. It's an Alan M. Summer class destroyer. And apparently this ship is nicknamed the ship that would not die for exploits during the D-Day invasion and the Battle of Okinawa. Then again from YH, this is the Japanese destroyer Udachi 1936. And next up by J. Trung M, this is the Uss Intrepid Cv11. It's known as the Fighting Eye and one of the Essex class aircraft carriers. And additional credit to Howie, MJL, Buey, and the Pier for helping him. He has a couple planes on it and one's taken off. Then by Nova, this is the class Fiore. It's a minesweeper in 1:1 scale. And apparently that is the Italian name after they acquired it from World War II, so the original one was called the BYMS class. And this is the HMLS Abraham Cringson Jan van Amstel class. It's built by Asguindare. And this is the story about how a whole ship turned into an island to escape the Japanese Navy. That is a very famous story. And this one is also a minesweeper for the Royal Netherlands Navy. And then next from Kayado, this is the 1:1 scale. It's a Type 1XC U-boat. So he has two of them. The gray one is U-505 and the other one is in camouflage. These were used by Nazi Germany's Kriegsmarine. Another Kriegsmarine ship, this is the German cruiser Nuremberg. It's a light cruiser of the Leipzig class, built by Spaceworks. The next from Naoya J, this is the Yamato. It's a pretty famous ship for the Imperial Japanese Navy, the Yamato class battleship. And next up we have the Uss Intrepid Again Cv11 1945. This is in 2:1 scale by Aussie, aka Bready Bread 45. I do like the fact that he added planes in the first render. Alright, next up by Repulse, this is from the Imperial Japanese Navy, the Ijn Kaga, and this was an aircraft carrier. It's built in 2:1 scale, and the real-life Kaga, it participated in the Pearl Harbor raid in 1941, and it later sunk in the Battle of Midway. And then next up by Spaceworks, this is the Italian heavy cruiser RM Zara for the Italian Royal Navy, the Regia Marina. And apparently the reason why Italian ships have a lot of these red and white diagonal stripes is so that their own aircraft don't attack them. And here is the Finnish coastal defense ship, the Vaine Nomen, by Glenn Swagmeyer. I think this might be their only Finnish ship in the contest. And then next up by Mr. X, this is the Uss Drum Ss 228, and this is a Gato class submarine for the United States Navy. He also did include this little port area for it, so there is some palm trees and there looks to be some warehouses. Our next entry comes from Timothy Lomibao. This is a 1.5:1 scale Japanese heavy cruiser, the Atago, in 1944. It's a Takao class heavy cruiser. He also wrote that this was built in Minecraft Pocket Edition 1.14, and he later transferred it to Java Edition. And then next up by Hyperdog456, this is the Hmt Queen Elizabeth in 1942 in 1.5:1 scale. And why is the ocean liner in this contest? Well, it's because they actually converted it into a troop ship, and their high speeds allowed them to outrun hazards like the U-boats. Then by Naoya J again, this is the Battlecruiser Hms Hood. in 1941, built in 1:1 scale. So this ship was built during World War I, and it got to serve in the beginning of World War II until it got sunk by the Bismarck in the Battle of the Denmark Strait. So our last entry comes from Leung. This is the Orion HSC-1. It's a German auxiliary cruiser, and it's sort of like a miniature ship. So yeah, that's it for our entries. Thanks to everyone who participated, and if you guys do want to join future contests, again, join our Discord. But anyways, let's go on to the winners.